and welcome to the Zendesk Morning Show. Today, we are going to be covering the important topic of agent experience. Our customer support agents are our heroes. They are the front line to our customers, helping them navigate problems, providing solutions, and being there to delight our customers. I actually borrowed that wonderful term from one of our guests today, who has called their customer support agents customer delight experts, and I absolutely love that phrase. You may recall in the first episode of this season, we launched new research in partnership with the Enterprise Strategy Group. We interviewed over 1,000 CX leaders from over 12 countries, and we shared with you the 3 stages of maturity. Stage 1 being starters, Stage 2 being risers, and Stage 3 being champions. We also discussed the 3 things mature organizations did well. They met customer expectations, they set their agents up for success, and they took control of their organization. Today, we're going to hear how you can equip your agents, both support and sales, with the right tools, processes, and services to be successful. To kick us off, one of my favorite guests I've had the pleasure to interview at the Zendesk Showcase last year. Please join me in welcoming virtually and across screens today, Isabel Mills, Head of Customer Delight at Bloom & Wild, and another one of my Zendesk favorites, Keith Clabby. Isabel will share with us Bloom & Wild's approach to delighting customers and how they equip the team with tools and policies to maintain that strong 97% CSAT score. Welcome, Isabel and Keith.
Well, thank you, Pralini. Isabel, we haven't seen each other in a while. Are you well?
Yeah, good, thank you. How about you?
Yeah, I'm very well, thanks. I hope you guys are doing really well over there. Isabel, I would imagine it would be very refreshing to support customers in a flourish business as Bloom & Wild. Do you mind briefly telling us about your role and how things have been going over there?
Absolutely. So I look after all things customer delight at Bloom & Wild. Most of that is looking after the managers of our team, as well as thinking about how we want the team to run, how we want our customers to feel, and how we can help the company be kind of customer first and customer focused at all times.
Brilliant. The support team at Bloom & Wild have the greatest name, Customer Delight. In your humble opinion, what makes you guys so special?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the customer delight team is a really crucial part of the business, and I hope that everybody on the team knows that. We've got a 97% CSAT that we're all really proud of, and everybody works really hard to keep. And everybody plays their part in keeping this really high, has an ownership of a different area. I think everybody's responsible for making sure that an individual and team level our customers are left delighted. And obviously the name itself leaves gives us a really high bar to meet.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I find interesting and challenging about Bloom & Wild's business is that you're not only dealing with fragile items like flowers, but you're also dealing with fragile emotions sometimes, or at least on emotional occasions. So how do you apply that empathy and emotions when you're managing your teams?
Yeah, excellent. I think it's emotions is what we're delivering across the country, really, and this year more than ever before. I guess for me, it's making sure that our team are really well equipped, and that's kind of with the tools that they need and the policies and all of those things, but also making sure that they're supported and equipped with their well-being. So we offer like individual and team well-being sessions, give them some training on how to manage emotions and also how to kind of support and look after each other as colleagues.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And when you think about emotions, speak to us about how you're utilizing some tools and features that help you respond swiftly to customers that you find particularly helpful right now, or make your day peaceful.
Yes, in terms of peaceful days, I think having the omnichannel solution from Zendesk, as well as any other apps in the marketplace, means that we're all able to work out of one tab. We don't need multiple tabs open in our browser, and that makes everything a lot calmer. It also means we can obviously do great reporting on everything equally. And then secondly, within that, I think the way that we can use the workflows to enhance how the team works, so we can give them reminders at certain points in the ticket to action something, or if a customer comes in via a certain knowledge base article, we can flag this to the agent so they don't need to repeat the same information, and it really helps to give an excellent experience for our customers.
Yeah, that makes sense. And if you were to leave our audience with one piece of advice, something that will make agents and consequently customers happier, what would it be?
For me, it's about making sure that every single person on your team knows how important and integral they are to the business. So I think lots of companies are good at telling their investors and stakeholders and their customers, like, yeah, customers are the most important thing for us. But actually, if you want your customers to feel that, then your customer support agents and team need to feel that as well. So make sure you're going above and beyond to make sure your team feels supported.
Yeah, I love that. Make sure you feel your customers and your employees are made feel the exact same way. So listen, thank you so much for sharing your experiences with us today and for being such a great partner and friend to Zendesk. We really appreciate it. Now it's back over to you. Thanks, Perlini.
Thank you to Isabel and Keith for that heartwarming discussion. Tools are critical to any organization, especially as you merge different companies and teams together. And it becomes critical to the servicing of your customers. We're going to hear about that transition at Free now as they integrated the Captain team and moved to a unified Zendesk instance. We'll hear about their onboarding, automations, and processes to keep agents engaged. But before we go across to Nabil Kachur, Service Operations Director at Free now, and Tatiana Kavner of Zendesk, let's take a quick preview of a new tool available for your agents. As we're all spending our lives on Zoom, what better way than to bring the Zendesk customer experience tool right into Zoom, or Zoom's up? Whilst your agents are speaking to your customers over Zoom, they can now also help resolve cases, collaborate with other team members, and work inside the Zendesk instance, all while maintaining the privacy and security you'll come to expect from Zendesk. So let's take a quick look at the Zooms app, and then let's travel across to Germany to speak to Nabil and Tatiana.
Our agent has already connected with their customer via a Zoom meeting. While meeting, the agent doesn't have to toggle between screens. Instead, they can open up their Zendesk for Zooms app and have the full Zendesk experience right there in the sidebar. In this case, this app is only being seen by the agent, and the agent's able to see all of the customer profile information, as well as their recent ticket information. They can even create a new ticket right here with one click. And your agents don't have to learn some new interface. Instead, the same Zendesk interface is brought right into the Zap, so the agent can focus on the customer and provide all the details they need to create a new ticket. Not only is our new ticket information viewable inside of the Zap, but we can even use Zoom to securely send this ticket information to the customer, so they have their own record. Let's check in on this ticket a little bit later in the day. Here, our agent has brought in our engineer, Jack, and they've reviewed the ticket and the ticket history together. There's been a little progress throughout the day, but they still need to work to find the resolution for the customer. And they can do that right inside of the Zap. With one click, the agent can take the Zap into collaboration mode, so they're both able to edit the ticket in real time and see each other's edits. Once they have a good resolution, they're able to submit the ticket back to the customer as solved, just like they normally would inside of Zendesk. We're excited to deliver an even more amazing customer experience. Coming soon to Zoom.
Hi Nabil, how are you?
Hey, Tatiana, I'm good, and you?
Yeah, also really, really good. Thanks for asking. So I know that 2020 was a really special year for you. The highest business priority for you was to integrate Free Now and Captain. Can you tell us a little bit about how you supported this integration?
Well, it was definitely a big challenge, a lot of work. We actually had to migrate to a unified Zendesk instance. So we basically did an audit, and thanks to you guys, actually, one of the senior solution consultant helped us to initiate the work. So we identify all the process gaps. We had to decide of a structure in terms of configuration, brand, forms, groups, and so on. And yeah, you guys definitely helped us to support on that. And yeah, it was a success.
Wow, that's really great to hear. So, I know that onboarding a large amount of agents is a real key to success. Can you tell us how you actually managed to do this step?
Yeah, I think one of the keys to streamline processes and having them, like available right now. So the internal knowledge base in Zendesk is definitely the tool that we are heading for. But frankly, we are not there yet. For the moment, it's something that we are working on. It's a big project, but definitely like something that we want to develop. Of course, there is the initial training that we are doing. It's 7 days. We dedicate just an hour on Zendesk introduction. The tool is so intuitive that, you know, the agents, they can really like dig into it by themselves and they are enjoying it very much. But definitely we need to improve the knowledge base and make it collaborative. So this is one of the big milestones for the next couple of months.
Well, that's really interesting to hear how important the internal knowledge base for you is. Also, managing a large amount of agents and tickets requires certain automations. Can you tell us a little bit about the tools you're using to make the agent's life easier?
I mean, Zendesk itself is a great tool for automation, like you can use macros and automation triggers and so on. We added 2 tools on it. One of them is Miros. It's sort of like 4 tools in one, where you can actually turn complex data into actionable insights without the need for data analysis. So it's really good for the team leaders and the CS managers to dig into like performances. And the other one is Quickie Plus. It's a really simple handy top bar menu that gives the agents a very quick and convenient access to all the views. So it's super helpful, and it helps to be more efficient when they deal to tickets.
Oh, that's very, very interesting. So we talked about onboarding, we talked about the automations and tools you're using. What about keeping your agents engaged and avoiding the attrition?
Well, I think this is the magic formula that we are all looking for, like having happy employees makes happy customers, right? So definitely something that we are striving for every day. Zendesk also here, it's a very, very useful tool. We have a lot of data in Explore. We are using the leaderboards and the badges because they are great ways for us to gamify the whole process and provide, like instant and public recognition to the guys in the team. So it helps them to be motivated. Of course, we also empowered them to change the macros themselves. So it helps also to be engaged. And obviously like the automation that we are trying to do to avoid and take away boring and routine tasks. That's something also that we are doing a lot. And we are super proud because we just looked at the ENPS that we have, and it's 40, which is pretty good. So that's pretty much what we do.
Congratulations. That sounds really, really great. Nabil, thank you so much for your insights. It was really interesting, and hopefully we see each other soon.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Tatiana and Nabil. We've heard about agent experience and ways to empower and set your customer support agents up for success. Now let's pivot and hear about the importance of collaboration between sales and support agents, and the tools and processes we should be thinking about for the sales agent experience. Please welcome to the show, Aidan Smith of Zendesk.
Firstly, thanks for having me, Perlani. It's super important for agents to not only have the right tools to service the customers based on queries and issues they may have, but how they can actually provide sales support if the customer wants to purchase something or find out more about products or services. This is where the collaboration between sales, marketing, and support becomes more critical than ever. Now, you've heard from Bloom and Wild on the importance of customer service agent experience, and Free now on bringing together your customer service and sales agents. But I want to talk to you about connecting both and the importance of this sales agent experience. Now, within my role in Zendesk, I get a lot of insight around how our customers are selling their products, and I get to understand some of the challenges they face specifically over the last 6 months. And to be honest, a lot of the problems remain the exact same. However, the impact of remote teams have put a newfound focus on best practice and efficiency gains. The Gartner has said that on average, a sales agent spends 33% of their time actually selling, the rest doing administrative tasks. And that's because on average, they actually use about 14 different technologies. So we need to do a better job at integrating these and increasing the collaboration and shared knowledge between customer service agents and sales agents. And sales agents need to spend less time doing admin and more time speaking to their customers. That being said, it's important to support the salespeople by giving them access to the right tools that allow them to concentrate on what they do best, having productive conversations and creating new business. Your sales experience is just as important as the customer service agent experience. You need them both to collaborate in order to provide an overall better customer service experience. So how can you empower the sales agent to be more efficient and work better with your actual customer service agents? Firstly, you need to make it easy. We're seeing a big trend with customers who do not want big, clunky legacy solutions, and they're looking for something that's clean and easy to use and doesn't involve spending their Friday afternoons updating sales systems. They also want something that has all the information they need at their fingertips, so when they are making that prospecting call, they don't have to navigate through multiple pages of a CRM. Now, we know that 45% of a buyer's time is spent researching independently and only 17% actually speaking to a sales agent. That means when a communication comes in, the agent should be ready to help straight away by having everything integrated in one place. When they're making a call, sending an email or an SMS, or getting on a web chat, they should be able to do this without navigating through multiple screens and also have the context of any previous conversations within the same thread. And it's not just your communication channels, but also your back-end systems and ERP. You also need to automate the simple stuff and understand the data behind this. And this is critical when you're looking to increase agent performance and productivity. So to recap, your sales agent experience is more important now than ever. You need to make their days easier and help them drive more business to your company. You need to empower your teams and your organizations to use the right tools so your sales agents and customer service agents can collaborate more effectively. You need to simplify their workdays by providing easy-to-use systems that are designed to increase performance rather than create admin tasks. You need to automate wherever possible, including tasks and sequences. You need to provide sales managers with good quality data via reporting and dashboards to allow them to make decisions. If you don't know this already, in Zendesk, we're always looking to make an agent lives easier. To find out more, visit the Sell homepage to learn more about the tools we have available to simplify your agent experience. Perlini, back to you.
Thank you, Aidan, and thank you to all our presenters today. To learn more about the tools and processes available to make your agent experience better, visit the Zendesk Morning Show homepage for links to products and solutions. If you're not using Zendesk, why not download a trial or demo to experience the product yourself? And if you are a customer, reach out to your account team to explore other tools available. Join us next week as we dive into the world of agility, and we all know the importance of agility right now. Have a safe week, keep a smile on your faces, and why not find a way to delight your customers, your teams, your family, or friends in a COVID-safe way. Take care.